Welcome back to the Virgo channel. My name is Laura. I'm going to do a general message for Virgo. Know that energy is fluid, so roles could be reversed, flip it, switch it, twist it. Just interpret the message as it best resonates for you. Always take what you need, leave the rest. Okay? If you're new to the channel, also know that anything of any relevance to the channel or how to find me on any of my social media, my website, Patreon, any important links, YouTube, other YouTube pages, you can find it in the description box below. Also, if you resonate with this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to enter into winning a free psychic reading, all you have to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tonight, the word that you will write in your comment bar, or any night that you hear this video, what you will write in your comment bar is guilt. Okay, and the Psychic Soul Healer channel, we integrate spiritual wounds into spiritual gifts. It's all about transcending your mind so that you can, shape shift your realities into good karmic experiences by not just raising your vibration, but actually becoming what you want to become and what you want to see within the world. And you can do that on your soul's path. So we do a lot of different spiritual type readings on this channel. I always open up every single reading with the spiritual element of the reading. Do I look and see about the hidden truths? Of course I do. Do I look and see what your person is doing? Yes, I do. But I focus more, again, on the spiritual energies, because the spiritual energies are the undercurrent energies that are actually dictating how your experience is playing out, because everything happens in the spiritual realm long before it happens in the physical realm. So if we understand why certain things are manifesting, we can actually do certain things differently to change the outcome, to shape shift the reality that's going to be most beneficial to us, right? Or beneficial to everyone involved, because that's really what we want to do. We don't want to just always have everything work out for us. We definitely want to avoid negative karma. We want to avoid experiences that could cause us grief and pain and more fear, essentially. All right. Without further ado, if you don't understand, once you begin to watch the channel a little bit, you will. All right. I always open up my reading with Psychic Soul Healer deck. If you're interested in purchasing this deck, you can find the link. I think it is right below the description box, or the little video on the front page. Alrighty. First card out, Honor. The Gift of Style. Magical Realism. One more. Where's one more? Intuition. I actually like this spiritual energy because this is talking really about honoring your true self. Again, our intuition leads us, and our intuition leads us through the magical realism, the signs and the symbols that spirit gives to us within the universe. When you're on your spiritual path, right? You're on your spiritual path, you're being led by your intuition, you're being led by your passion. And so when our gift of style is all about our unique unfoldment process, it's about finding ourselves, which I was saying earlier. And when we are finding ourselves, we're actually also finding our process. Mastery comes in doing. And so we are able to become the energy that we want to see within the world. We're able to not just become the energy, but attract the energy that we also need. This is how magical realism works. Like I said, signs and synchronicities, deja vus, all of that is how the universe conspires to communicate to us. Again, when we are on our path. So someone's honoring themselves, Virgo. You're honoring yourself. And by finding yourself and that you're on your soul's path, so many of you know the bigger purpose of why you're here. And the bigger purpose is how do you contribute to humanity? How do you learn about unconditional love? That's the word I was looking for. It was like unconscious love. No, unconditional love. We learn about unconditional love by becoming unconditional love, by doing what we love, by connecting to people that we love unconditionally. But a lot of times it's difficult to love people unconditionally, right? I mean, we tend to put expectations on people and ownership on, again, we have our own idea of what we believe, how we believe a person should love us, I should say. So we may have unconditional love towards people, but then the message to us sometimes is relayed as pain, I should say, meaning that the only love that's perfect is the type of love that you get from giving and receiving of love through your free will, through what you are here to do, through your soul's path. And that is what you're doing. You're honoring that. You're finding your process. You're letting the universe guide you. And you are being led through your intuition. And your intuition is that spirit part of self, the higher self. The higher self that leads us even when logically things don't make sense, right? Logically, when we see that there's no way, what happens is when we're doing and becoming what we want to see within the world, then what happens, like I said, is the supernatural energies of the universe conspire. The universal energy inside of you is that supernatural part of you that makes things happen. So you see the magic within life unfold. And this is where you are, Virgo. This is, and if you're not, you're about to be, because you're on your soul's path. And so you're seeing this energy, you're finding yourself. And this is actually very healing. So this is the underlining energy. So if there's someone in your life they're not taking precedence over this reading right now. So let's see. And now I'm curious. I was going to do thing, but I want to just see being that it's like that you are honoring yourself. And there is a gift of style. It's like in you're finding yourself. I like this. Okay, judgment. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. And so this is I feel like, again, judgment. So I almost feel like intuitively I'm feeling like there was someone in your life and you didn't put the energy into that person anymore. I believe that you had to make a judgment call, and that judgment call was to put the energy into yourself. And the reason why is because like judgment is not just about making judgment call on like what's happened in your life, but also a little bit about self-evaluation, about awakening to your true self. And that's, do I want to be connected with someone or start a relationship with someone that I don't really know 100% what I want? I don't know 100% of who I am. And I believe that's because you kept attracting people that weren't really honoring you. They weren't really valuing you. So you did the right thing, because we know that if we keep attracting the same type of energy, it's because we need to heal something within inside of us. And I feel like intuitively you were brought to your path because of empty relationships that you needed to make. Yeah, look at this child, inner child. Um, it's again Page of Cups. So it's there was a sense of, again, it was the, like, again, intuitively, picking up number one, like someone that was in your life that was not very mature, that would come and offer little bits amounts, but wasn't really mature and didn't really give anything. So you had to make a judgment call of whether or not you wanted to spend time with this person or not. Um, and really, for you, you said, no, it's not really worth it, because you're thinking about your future. You were, again, doing a lot of self-evaluating. And though you do, I want to say still do, because I was going to say did, but then I said did do at the same time. So again, I feel like for many of you, you guys still hold a special place in your heart for this person, but you know that they're just not mature enough. Which is why you had to, again, do the right thing. And that was not mother this person. And you didn't do that. But this is why you did so well. And then look at this. It was like bad business, financial management, and because I pulled the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So there's a sense of I believe that you put your energy into yourself because you saw that your person wasn't really conducting their business properly either. So I think that you had to make a judgment call about them. And I also feel like your person is always watching you. Like, what intrigues them about you is that you didn't rely on them. I feel like because they kind of always brought forth that they were very strong. Now I know that this is gonna like be for a very specific few, but I still am gonna say it, that the person that you were connected to, Virgo, was always very confident and strong and has a big business and that makes a lot of money, and people tended to always want to lean on them. But then here they made a bad business decision, and now they're losing a ton of money. They've lost a lot of money. And here you are, you're again didn't go with them. They didn't pursue you. You're creating yourself. Your business is growing. You're on the horizon to greater and bigger things. You had to make a judgment call, and that judgment call was really putting your time into yourself and not any connection. And mainly because the person that you wanted to give you more time and energy was just not capable. They were just very immature, because page energy is that, just somebody that's immature, even non-committal, like wanting you to be there on feeling and give them the emotional support and be a friend, but they didn't really know how to be a friend to you. They didn't really know, they couldn't give you anything. So though you had feelings to give to them, you would have not had anything. And then what would have happened was nothing would have manifested. You wouldn't have been happy later on either. And you wouldn't have had anything to show, because you would have been like it taking so much of your time and energy on this person that's immature, and you would need to do a lot of work and you would lose yourself in them, so you couldn't do it. It's also that your person's karma, I feel like they made bad business decisions. So you shouldn't take on that, is what I'm getting at. Okay, I don't understand what this connection is. I believe that you have a soulmate twin flame relationship or a soulmate past life connection with this person. And so they've tried to walk away from the connection. They've tried to they've gotten mad and then they still feel you. At first, I feel like some of them thought that you were a witch, and some of them, didn't, that never experienced anything like it before. That doesn't mean that they didn't experience lust and it didn't even maybe even fall in love, but they never had such a deep relationship where so much time goes by, they don't talk to you, but they think about you all the time. They feel like they can feel you. They admire you. They don't just look at you as like a someone to have sex with, or just passion. They actually like you and respect you because again, you were able to walk away from them and do what was best for them. I feel like they wind up attracting very needy people. Be bold and take action. I feel that was on the table, so I'm going to take it. And I think it's the sense of that your person doesn't understand the connection and has tried to control the connection and control their feelings by not feeding this connection, which is what put you into growing your own business. And if they did give, they were giving so little that it wasn't even worth mentioning, which again is why you put the energy into yourself to grow you. But now that they like have made this bad decision and they're not in a good place in their life, they're looking at your life and they're saying, well, maybe I made the wrong decision. Maybe I should have given more. Maybe I shouldn't have breadcrumbed, because look at everything that Virgo's doing. Virgo's doing like so many things, and they just feel like good things are on the horizon for you. They see that everybody likes who you are. They see that you have a good reputation in whatever it is that you do. Like it's starting to look better and better on paper, where I feel like maybe when they first met you that they didn't take the time to get to know you. Again, they breadcrumbed so much that they never took the time to get to know you. And so what happened is that they undervalued, they undergave, and then they made investments with people that did not really build them up, but actually made them lose money, lose time. So whether or not they invested in business and it went sour, or they invested in other people. And I'm kind of starting to feel that they invested in somebody else instead of investing in you, and now it backfired on them because they see that you're out there, you're making something happen. And when you're in the, like, when you are on your path, giving and receiving of love, you're actually vibing high because you're always in the vibration of unconditional love, right? So you're continuously getting energy. You're being noticed. People are admiring your work. This person undervalued who you were. They invested in somebody else. You did not break. You did not crumble. They thought that you would. What happened is that they made an investment with the wrong type of person. Now they are paying for it. And now they are seeing like that life is turning out really well for you. And they still have feelings for you on top of it, where it would at one point they wouldn't have cared if they didn't have feelings for you. But the whole point was they thought you were going to be devastated. They thought you were going to be the one that would run back to them. They thought that, everything was going to turn out different. And this is, please don't be angry with me forever. And this because I feel like they want to be bold and they want to take action because they've been living from their ego. Again, they were very superficial. This person was very superficial. They always had a connection with you. That's why, again, that they always gave you a little bit of energy, but they didn't invest enough. And it's saying because they just breadcrumb, they didn't give enough. And now they're feeling ashamed. But because you made a judgment, but they gave you no option to give you that I want to make this work. So now all of a sudden they want to see if they can make this relationship work. I think they're thinking, can I make this relationship work? I think at first it went to, you're not good enough, to, nah, there's better options, to, well, she's a good option, to like, wow, she's a really good option, or he's a really good option. Don't do gender, you're gonna have to place it where it needs to be. To, I want to make it work. And that's because there were so many options before. And when there's so many options and people are breadcrumbing, they're never really making those deep connections. And what they're saying is, I only breadcrumbed to this person, didn't try to get feelings. So I didn't do anything more than what I normally do. And I never have feelings. And now I have feelings for this person. And normally what would happen when I would walk away and choose somebody else, if I breadcrumbed for that long, that person would come chasing after me, would give me more. You did not do that. Instead, you put the energy into yourself, and that was like almost like as it made that person like head do spin around. I feel like they're so shocked. It's first of all, it's checking them and making them like look at their ego, because they thought that they were all that in a bag of chips. Now their life is shitty, and they're looking at their life not thinking that it's as good as yours. I just can't stop thinking about you. Yeah, because it's like they took this connection completely for granted. They didn't think that it would meant anything to them. They were like, oh, I'm gonna get over it. I didn't really, but they had a big ego. And now they're seeing, wow, you're doing a lot with your life. You're on your soul's path. You're vibing high. You're looking good. You're smelling good. You're attracting opportunities. People are noticing you. People are buzzing about you. If you live in the same town with with this person, people are talking. They know you're drawing a lot of attention to you. So I want to see what their hidden truths are, because right now we see that they can't stop thinking about you. But we see that they made the wrong investment. So not, they're not with you. They're not in communication with you. It's time for me to heal now. Right. I feel like, again, the realization that they made the wrong choice, that it's again, and also having to look at themselves. They had a big ego. They thought that, their poop didn't stink. That's what they thought. They thought that, that they were so much better. And what they see is the tables have turned, that now you're not interested. Now your life looks better. Now you're treating them and looking at them saying, you know what? I don't know whether you're good enough for me, and now they're like, I want this to work. I can't stop thinking about you. I need to heal. And part of healing would be to be bold and to take action. I know that I should have sooner. Please don't be angry with me. I didn't understand this connection because I'm a surface person. So I never, like I would have feelings for someone. I would be attracted to someone. This is what I feel like your person is saying. I would have feelings for person, develop feelings, but I was attracted, and the relationship was mainly physical. And when it was over, it was over. I've never been in a relationship with someone that I never had intimate connection with, and get triggered so much, and yet still can't stop thinking about this person. So they realizing that this connection is something bigger. Oh, there's too many, just way too many that just fell on the floor. So I'm not even going to take this deck, because when that happens, it's almost like, no. Okay, let me just pull from the Soulmate Twin Flame deck to close out the reading. The spirit was saying that's enough for that deck. It pretty much said everything that it's going to say. It's time for this person to heal. They realize about their deep connection to the person, to you. Spirit saying, and you made a judgment call. You put the energy into yourself, and the good things are happening because of it. Though your person is, the tables have turned. They're not feeling good. I want to show you who I really am. I'm ready to bring down my walls and share my true feelings. Again, that's a perfect way to end this. In actuality, Spirit was right when he was like, enough of those cards. And the reason why was he was saying, like, it's enough. It's like, they don't understand. Please don't be angry. I know what I need to do. It's time for me to heal though first. But I know what I want because I can't stop thinking about you and I really want to make it work. I want to show you who I am now, because who I showed you before wasn't really who I was. I was breadcrumbing you. I was breadcrumbing you because I was talking to a lot of people. I actually see who you are now. I not just see who you are now. So much time has gone by and I really have never even had a real relationship with you, and I can't stop thinking about you. This connection is something big. I don't exactly understand the type of connection that this is, but I know that you're supposed to be in my life, and I'm going to leave it there, Virgo. Now, if you resonated with this video, let me know. Leave me a like, comment, and definitely subscribe to the channel and write the word guilt. So maybe that's why I felt that the word guilt should be the magic word of the day, because your person feels guilty of the way that they treated you. And they do so because they actually see who you are now, and they're actually having to look at how they treated you now. They're almost like in a timeout, kind of like in Dark Night of the Soul. And because you've detached from them completely by feeding your own energy. So take that to heart, everybody who's watching this video. If ever you want your person to change, the best thing to do is detach and put the energy into yourself. And when you do that, you're showing this person that you love yourself, and that they may not go along with what you want them to do. They may not see eye to eye to you, but you're always going to honor yourself. And that a lot of times is respected and makes the person that you're connected to, that is afraid of commitment issues, that tends to be a little superficial, take a step back and have to look at the situation a little bit deeper. And that's what happened here. And the tables have definitely turned. So you'll let me know, Virgo, and don't forget to write that word guilt in the comment bar. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.